We're live.
Hello and good morning, everybody. Robert here at European Watch Company in Boston, coming at you with another Take 5, and I have pulled 5 very interesting watches from our new arrivals that I wanted to share with you all. I've got a very interesting range here, so this should be a good one. Before I get into that, please do like and subscribe while you're sitting here on our YouTube page. It helps the channel out a lot and helps us get this content out so that we can connect with even more of you out there in the watch community. So let's start. We're going to go in an ascending order. So I'm actually going to start with a watch that every time we have it, I am reminded of how good this is. This is an Audemars Piguet 5273. I have to look at the reference because we don't see this one very often. This is a vintage watch in stainless steel, which is very interesting because back, in the 60s and 70s, these kinds of watches were very seldom made in steel. And so it's kind of interesting for that. And then the other thing about this that is very cool is this has the same ultra-thin caliber inside of it that is found inside the original Royal Oak, the reference 5402, and inside the original Nautilus, reference 3700. It was an ultra-thin movement that was created in collaboration between Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, and Jaeger-LeCoultre. And they say that Jaeger did most of the work on that movement, but all three companies were involved. It's, I think it's 35 millimeters. I forgot to look at that before we started, but it is a lovely size. It is a beautiful, clean dial. Stainless steel, vintage dress watch. I love the little automatic script at the bottom. There we go, get that in focus. The pencil hands, super clean, super classy, super thin, and under 10K. This is incredible, in my opinion. This is a tuxedo watch waiting to happen. Like, this is so cool. And you might not see it here, but we've even got some crazing on the crystal. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the original crystal on this watch. It's a really well-preserved example and tremendous value. I'm surprised that this watch isn't more popular because I really like this. Okay. Then, moving up from there, I've got another kind of quirky watch from one of our favorite manufacturers here. This is from Cartier, and this is a Tank Basculante. And this is a convertible watch. It has a little flip here where this will flip up. And then the idea was that it was designed to sit on a table like so and act as a small table clock when you weren't wearing the watch. And then obviously early ones had simply the solid case back, but now on this one, we get a display back. And you can actually see the decorated manual wind movement in there. This is an interesting one because this is a collection privé watch. So CP, collection privé Cartier Paris. We have the guilloche on the dial with the central rosette. And obviously the elephant in the room is that this is in two-tone. This is a platinum case with a rose gold mid case here. So when I open up that carriage there, that mid case is rose gold. It's very subtle, and it is very, very cool. I did not even know this watch existed until this came in. They only made 100 of these, and I think this is just extremely, extremely cool. If you're into reversos, if you're into tanks, it's a great proportion. It's super duper thin, and this is one you're just not going to see. We haven't priced this yet, but this is going to go live today. It is Friday, November 8th. For those of you who might be watching this after the fact, but this is going to go live today, and I don't think this is going to last long. Then, I pulled a couple here that I think actually represent really tremendous value in our inventory, and this one here is another one that I think is just a home run in a lot of different ways. This is the Jaeger Master Control Chronograph Calendar. This is, it's not a perpetual, it's not an annual, it's a regular calendar, so it is going to go to 31 every month. But if you're looking for a complicated watch, if your dream watch is a Patek 3970 or a Vacheron Perpetual Calendar Chrono or any kind of complicated high-level watch like that, this is a great way to get all of that kind of amazing high-level complications and beautiful watchmaking. You know, there's no sacrifices here in terms of the movement and the mechanics. Jaeger's quality is truly, truly fantastic. You're getting this in a rose gold case, and you're getting this for under $20,000, which in my opinion is kind of mind-boggling. It's a great size. It has great presence. It fits perfectly on the wrist. You know, depending upon the strap, if you put a more casual strap on this, you could definitely dress this down. Very classic, very clean. I love the Dauphine hands with just a hint of lume in them. Display back, automatic. Lovely. Really wonderful. This is from when Jaeger completely revamped the Master collection, which I believe was maybe 3 or 4 years ago now. And it's, you know, if you're a lover of classicism like I am, you really can't go wrong with this. A truly marvelous watch. Really good. I don't think anybody else is making anything like that currently. Like, I can't think of anything where if you wanted kind of this level of complication and sophistication, like what else could you buy? There's nothing out there. Peerless. All right. I couldn't do one of these without getting a Panerai into the fold. And this is the first one of these we've seen, so I thought it was kind of remarkable. This is the PAM 742. It is a Luminor 1950 Perpetual calendar. This one in their gold tech, so it's a rose gold case with this beautiful kind of blue iridescent dial. It's got a metallic sunburst finish on it, so as you play with it in the light, you'll get a lot of different kind of colors and hues there. We have a GMT hand with an AM/PM indicator over here. And the front of the watch is very clean because you have your day and your date. But all of the other complications are on the back. So we have an automatic movement with a built-in micro rotor here, which helps so that even though this is quite a complicated watch, being a Perpetual and a GMT, it doesn't get overly thick. So I appreciate that they did that. And then on the back here, we also have a leap year indicator, we have the 4-digit year indicator, and we have the month, all on the back, which to me makes a lot of sense because when you're setting the watch, you need to know this information so that you can properly set it. But when you're wearing the watch and you're looking at it, the only thing you really care about is the time and the date. And in this case, the date will always be right. They add in the day there, which I suppose if you have the luxury of not knowing what day it is or forgetting what day it is, that's kind of nice. But a classic 44 millimeter case. Again, this is in the 1950 case, so you get a little bit more in terms of like sculpturing here versus your standard Luminor. And these, you know, like with a lot of stuff in the current market, are being offered at a fairly nice discount to retail. And this one, you know, looking almost brand new. I think papers are from 22. And it's just, it's really lovely. Like, what a great combination. That rose gold blue is stunning. It still feels like a Panerai. It doesn't feel like they've gone to a place they shouldn't. It's like, this is how Panerai should do a Perpetual. So I really like it. I like the somewhat Spartan finish on the movement. I feel like it actually goes really well with this being a sport watch. You know, I wouldn't want like a super decorated, highly engraved kind of thing. So I think the brushing on here is really nice. It's well done. The angles are crisp and sharp. It's a good watch. It's very cool. The PAM 742. Then we end with the craziness. This might be one of my all-time favorite Daytonas that we have ever had in the store. Everybody's going nuts over the sapphire bezeled version that Justin was showing you all last week, which you can see here on the YouTube if you go into the live tab and you want to go check that out. But I would take this one. I would take this over the Sodalite with the sapphires. So this is a reference 116599. This has a fully pave dial. It has pave end links here where the strap connects. Then we have diamond baguettes all the way around the bezel, not rounds, nice square baguettes with 4 rubies at each of the quarter hours. And that, with this burgundy strap, to me, like this is all the bling you could ever want. I don't know. There's something about this that really sings to me. I love the Romans on the dial. I love how the red strap brings out the pop of the rubies. You get the contrast on the subdials. That's very interesting because if it was like all pave, it'd be a lot. And so that helps break it up and like give it some variety. And the fact that it's on a strap, this sounds dumb even thinking it in my head before I say it, but the fact that it's on a strap tones it down. And it makes it slightly more subtle. If this was on the bracelet with all of that, it'd be a lot of shiny. It'd be a lot. I'd wear this. I'd wear this very happily. I think it's incredible. And I think the fact that it's priced below the sodalite with the sapphires, it's a no-brainer. I love this. This has just hit the website, and the condition of it is absolutely incredible. I don't think this was worn very much. It still has the sticker on the back in good condition, not like when people are like, oh, the sticker's on the back, and it's all gross and disgusting. This one is actually quite a beautiful example of an off-menu Rolex, something we will probably never see again, you'll probably never see again. So now's the time if you need the sparkle in your life. Now is the time. Alrighty, so a little bit of everything. Hopefully something for everyone. Thank you all so very much for joining me. I've been Robert. This is European Watch Company in Boston. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Have a good weekend.